It's a nice day. I want to go out to charge the new power station, but from here I can see that in the bus station the waiting room is closed Saturday, so here I can't charge. But I may still go out and look somewhere else, a place to use the 230 volt outlet for a couple of hours or more. Yeah, today is Saturday, but the workers are still here for construction. Not too many today, so maybe tomorrow I'm gonna cut this plants, vegetation on fence. The inside, yesterday I nibbled very quickly some bigger parts away, but I still actually like it to live inside here, this vegetation. It leaves a more comfortable feeling inside the garden. Anyway, from here I can see out, but this probably I can't cut because this is feeding the rest of the plants, the big roots here, big stems. So I got to leave it as it is. I had just one trip down the hill to bring some water back up here, and I'm completely sweating already. That's how humid and hot it is here. But in shadows it's quite fresh. Yes, I got 5 and 5 liters and 6 more, so almost 20 liters. It's not that much, but just humidity and the direct sunlight makes you feel great. It's good to health, I'm always saying, it's good to health. It's like a sauna, it's getting sweat out of your body, which is good, but it's not always comfortable feeling while you are doing your daily routine stuff. Anyway, I got to get water unpacked and take a battery, probably go somewhere in town. Somewhere in town. That's how great it is here. It's beautiful, but humid and hot, that's a problem. This is how I succeeded to find the bag. So it's stable. If it's on the side, if it's on the back, it's gonna fall over. So I'm gonna buy a better bag, I guess, to carry it in case of necessity. Anyway, time to go to charge somewhere if I find the place. Now I'm back from town, and luckily I succeeded to completely charge the power station at one of my friends in town, and I bought 2 bags as well, different sizes, strong ones, but relatively cheap, from Chinese shop. Not Chinese, but they are from China, I guess, for this price, like 14 euros and 13 euros, I think, something like that, or 15 and 13. and the smaller one I guess will be too small. Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. In a couple of weeks I should get an original bag for this power station, which is something over 80 euros, 80, almost 100. So I will show later. And if I decide to buy, I already agreed with the guys that if I look at it and I don't like it, then I can leave it in the shop. But I have other things. The connection cable, as I said, is still missing. I can't still use a power station, but with full charge now of a power station, it should last from 2 weeks to 1 month about. If I only charge the power banks and lamps, etc. So if I don't buy a small fridge, I would like to have a small fridge here, but the point is that I'm completely sweating. I need some fresh drink I just bought. And that hot day. You see, all sweating from back and front. Anyway, that's good for health. I don't stop repeating that. So the point is, yeah, what I was talking about. I would love to have a fridge here for keeping my some food fresh. I can buy different food than which requires fridge, but I'm not sure the power station will support that. So that will be a later project then, with perhaps extra batteries, as I said, which is extra expenditure, which I don't like to make unless you have some donations to make for me. I repeat that. Why not? Have a look. If you have at least 500,000, if you have it lying around somewhere, just send it to me. You know, I will find use for it. I'm sure you, some of you who is watching, have nothing to do with money. You have a lot of it. I don't, so you can share it. But anyway, that's a joke. A little money is also good if you can support me as a donation. Anyway, so I'm gonna unpack it and gonna then think what I can plug into it and see how long it will last. A week, 2 or 3 or 4, or maybe even more. Depends the usage. Anyway, that's it for now. What else? I wanted to say something. Yeah, some of these I had to swap out these lamps which I bought about I don't know, half a year ago maybe now. 3 of them are not working anymore. They are flat. I mean, not even charging. So some of them are weaker now. So luckily I bought them more than I needed. They are all around here in the garden. And those which are getting weaker, I swap around for better ones. So some of them are weak but still charging. It may be also because of the plants are growing bigger and more shadow above the lights, depending when it's cloudy, which hours, and maybe just when sun is right at charging point, maybe it's a cloudy moment then, and that may be reason why some of the lamps are not charging properly. But if you're constantly not lighting up in the evening, then I swap them around. So I'm not gonna bring them back to the shop because price is too small, €2. I better not mess around with the shop. So if something more expensive goes broke, then I can bring it back to shop instead of every €2. €2 a piece the lamp. Otherwise they're gonna look bad at me. Even though it's not my fault, the lamps, but if you're gonna look that I bring back stuff too often, it's a small town like a village here, so better just forget it. And I have a reserve on them as well, so it doesn't matter. beautiful day. Nice to get sweaty today. But I guess I better catch up some sleep now. Get a quick shower, military style, wash my clothes and have a longer night of sleep. So then I can study the manuals better. Because I learned it many years ago. I like sometimes work to get things done and study and everything without sleeping a couple of days. But I learned that it's a waste of time. I mean, I can still study, but I'm slower on that. So it's more efficient if I get good sleep, and in just a few hours I will learn the things which I will have to think about whole day if I'm tired and having no sleep. So if it's some basic like documentary with no much to learn, just to understand the news in politics or science, then yes, I can watch them 2, 3, even 4 times speed sometimes. 4, it's difficult to understand times 4 speed the videos, but downloaded videos, YouTube doesn't allow to watch such speed. But 3 times I already learned, 3.5 I can perfectly understand basic talk, if it's not complicated. So it's more efficient if I like study things when I'm fresh. But if I just watching videos to get me up to date with the news in politics and science, then I can be not without sleeping 2-3 days. But that takes a toll on health. So well, that's my weak point. So I like to spend as much time as I can instead of sleeping on things that I want to learn and do. But it's not the best. How to put it in English? Not the best use of time. The better use of time is if you get good rest, good sleep, and then you can do in half a time the same amount of things which you do otherwise. Slow walking like a zombie, it's a waste of time, not sleeping. So sleep is better to catch up on time, and that's what I think I will do now if I can. If I get into hazard to learning something new as well, then I skip another night of sleep. I already know myself. I've done it for decades, so even though I sometimes almost promise to myself, so now I stop, now I start to sleep. In the end, I'll be just doing some studies all night. Anyway, moment of truth. The battery now has been recovering for half a day without being plugged into anything. So now I can see how much the car battery has recovered. Let me see. So 12.24. When it was charged a day ago complete, it was 12.58 if I remember, 56, something like that. So it's a little bit less now, but it recovered a lot since I plugged it out from the power station. So it works, but yeah, I'm not gonna repeat all the story which I told yesterday in different videos. So you see, when you're tired and having no much sleep, then you also talk a lot instead of being concise and saying things briefly and concretely. So if I talk a lot, it means I haven't been sleeping several nights perfectly, just a few hours maybe. So just forgive me anyway. Yeah, don't forget to make a donation. So that's all I can say. A donation once again. Yeah, here we go on my website.